A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a surprising turn of events this Friday, Republican Representative Elise Stefanik announced her withdrawal from the New York gubernatorial race, a decision that has left many political observers taken aback. Once hailed as one of the GOP's rising stars, Stefanik's announcement came after a series of notable snubs from former President Donald Trump, who notably withheld his endorsement for her campaign. In a heartfelt post on X, Stefanik expressed her gratitude for the overwhelming support she received from a diverse coalition of voters, stating, "I am truly humbled and grateful for the historic and overwhelming support from Republicans, conservatives, independents, and Democrats all across the state for our campaign to save New York." While she acknowledged that she could have secured a strong victory in the primary, she ultimately decided that the timing was not right for her political ambitions, choosing instead to focus on her family and young son. "I am incredibly grateful to the people of New York's 21st District for entrusting me to represent you in the United States Congress," she added, reflecting on her decade-long service in Congress. The announcement raises questions about the future of her political career, especially in light of Trump's refusal to endorse her, which many see as a significant blow to her aspirations. Political commentator Pablo Manriquez noted, "Imagine if Stefanik hadn't code switched from a relatable, every mom moderate to frothing MAGA shit poster. She might have become a real stateswoman. I guess we'll never know." In other political news, the Department of Justice released its first batch of files related to Jeffrey Epstein, albeit with significant limitations due to a broken search tool. The files, which were legally required to be released, include court records, DOJ disclosures, and documents related to the House Committee on Oversight and Government Reform. However, many of the documents are heavily redacted, and a disclaimer warns that portions may not be electronically searchable. Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche promised more files would be released in the coming weeks, but critics have pointed out the delays in making these documents public, which were attributed to Republican-led stalling tactics in Congress. The White House has claimed that the Trump administration is the most transparent in history, despite evidence to the contrary. Meanwhile, Secretary of State Marco Rubio faced backlash for his pride in shuttering the U.S. Agency for International Development, USAID, and for downplaying the consequences of significant funding cuts. Reports indicate that these cuts have already led to the deaths of hundreds of thousands of people, particularly in vulnerable communities. Rubio's comments have drawn sharp criticism from public health advocates who argue that the changes will have devastating effects on global health. In a related legislative move, Representative Sarah McBride, the first-out transgender member of Congress, successfully lobbied Republicans to defeat an anti-trans bill spearheaded by Marjorie Taylor Greene. The bill aimed to criminalize gender-affirming care for minors, reflecting the ongoing cultural and political battles surrounding LGBTQ rights. The vote was notably close, with some Republicans breaking ranks to support McBride and her allies in the Democratic Party. Lastly, the Kennedy Center has made headlines with its recent name change to include Donald Trump's name alongside John F. Kennedy's. The move has been met with skepticism regarding its legality, as the original name was established by law. Critics argue that changing the name without congressional approval undermines the integrity of the institution. As political tensions continue to rise and new developments unfold, the landscape of American politics remains as dynamic and unpredictable as ever. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.